Something is missing. What? And it's not decoration. It's safety. Before we start, let me tell you a short story. This is why I made this video. I was at my parents' place. They just moved to a new apartment, new to them. And there's a lot of stuff to do there. Renovating and changing light bulbs and installing lamps, and you name it. But I was installing a ceiling lamp. I changed a light bulb. And I finally replaced, or I wanted to check the smoke alarm. My dad said, check the smoke alarm if it needs a new battery. Removed it, took it down, and I saw that I don't think this works. Then he said, let's buy a new one. And then I thought that, why such hurry? I don't even have a smoke alarm. Then he said to me, a smoke alarm is the number one thing that you should have in your home. Knowing that you do not have one will give me a lot of sleepless nights. What if it starts to burn while you guys are sleeping? And yeah, that's a pretty sad thing if that happens. I had avoided getting one for so long because they are ugly. Yes, they are really ugly. And since the kitchen is so close to where it should go, it will go off every time we cook something that smokes a lot. And that has been so annoying. So we just removed the battery from the one that we had, and we did not use it. So the conclusion of this whole thing is that I bought a smoke alarm for my dad and one for myself. So let's check out what I bought. So this is what we're going to install today. It's a Nexa DLSA 866/LL. A smoke alarm with built-in battery. And it's Nexa's design line. Ooh, that's fancy. And so it has a hush feature, a 5-year warranty, up to 10 years of battery life. Oh, that's nice. End of life signal when unit must be replaced. That's also nice. Dual function indicator LED lamp and a test button. I don't know what this dual function is. And let's see, the battery is a 3-volt built-in lithium. The alarm signal is 85 decibels at 3 meters. And the operating temperature, I can't say that, is from 0 to 40 Celsius. And the size is 80 times 40 millimeters. That's pretty small. And Nexa is a Swedish brand. Cool. This is the box. Let's open it. Here we have a weird little thingy, plastic thingy. I don't know what it is. And some stuff to mount it with. Few tiny screws and these plastic things. I don't know if they are called the plugs, maybe plastic plugs. I'm going to use those. And here we have the designy smoke alarm, black And this is the back side. Some information. You cannot replace the battery. I have to test the alarm once a month using the test button. Replace after 10 years. What was that? And date of manufacture. That's nice. Okay, and this is the mounting plate. Mount. Okay, and this goes out. Like this. You turn it like that. Okay, cool. Makes weird noises also. I think this is to protect this from dust and not to use it in the shower. Yeah, you can try if you want to, but I would not do that. So, I was checking the manual and I found some fun facts. For the smoke alarm to provide an early warning, it has to be installed in the location where the fire starts. What? How can I know that? Therefore, Nexa recommends that you install smoke alarms in each room and on all floors. Okay. I think it's enough with one. And it should be minimum 1 meter from the wall. Best in the middle of the room. It might not work for me, but almost a meter. I can show you why. The manual says the smoke alarm should be 1 meter from the wall. That's great, but that's not possible where I want to place it. So I'm placing it in line with the ceiling lamp. Somewhere here, I think. A bit closer to the living room. Hopefully that will reduce the classic kitchen alarm when something smokes a little too much. I really want to avoid that. Yes, the ceiling lamp is not centered, as you can see. When I installed it, I want to cover an old hole in the ceiling. I think it was some kind of ceiling hook or something. But I have a full video of the installment of this Nimone ceiling lamp, and I will link it in the end screen if you want to see it. Now that we know exactly where it will go, let's get the smoke alarm installed. So I'm just eyeballing the placement in line with the lamp and like in line with half of the breaker box. I'm placing these two tabs here along with the line of the lamp and arc with holes. And it's time to drill the holes. Before I start drilling, I always like to poke a hole with something sharp so the drill don't wander away. This is the first time I try this hole punch thingy. Let's see if it works. There's a little bit of texture in the ceiling, so it slides away, but it seems to work. Do it a few times. My tool of choice for drilling these two holes will be my trusty old Makita HR2610T. It's been with me for many years. Drilled a lot of holes with it, and even done some demo. Never ever let me down. Always works really good. Love it. We're going to use these included wall plugs, and they are very short. So I'm going to mark the drill bit with some tape so I don't drill too far, because it needs too far is not good in this case. So I'm going to take the drill bit, place it near the tip, and put the tape. Put some tape here. Looks like that. This is embarrassing, but I forgot to push the record button when I was going to drill the holes. But it's done. The plugs go in. Pretty snug. These screws seem to be PZ1 screws. And I get this fine Vera screwdriver from the Vera Advent Calendar that I'm actually doing right now. You can check it out on my channel. We got lots of doors to open still, so don't miss that out. And it's done. Just get smoke alarm. Let's see. Something like that. And now we are done. The smoke alarm is installed, and I feel a little bit safer. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry that I did not press the record button when drilling the holes. Pretty stupid of me, but it happens. And mistakes are made, and we move on. This is my first full video where I speak directly to the camera. And yes, I do struggle with it. Don't get me wrong. It's really fun, but it's a bit hard to know what to say all the time. I do not want to rely too much on a script. I'm actually reading a script now, but I'm an introvert and I hardly speak to anyone. So this is much harder than you think. But I have decided that this will be my new format, a more natural approach, and I will carry on and do my best. My dream is to make this my full-time job someday. To make this work, I need your help. Hit that like button and spam the comments. Don't be shy. I love answering your questions, and connecting with you, all of you, is one of the best things on YouTube. Hit the subscribe button so you won't miss any of my upcoming videos. There will be lots more tool reviews, projects, maybe some car videos, and plenty more. Let's see what pops up in my head. Okay, really, thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. I'll see you in the next one. Yeah. Bye.